Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today here with our friends are going to presentation of a topic called education vertical rate system monitoring system by the analyst. And here are member of group. Firstly is Haris Lianto, and Faris Palingga, Aditya Putra, and Arhan Gadimiro. Stage 1. Final project background. This public health education project aims to develop a heart rate monitoring system that can be used to monitor people's health condition in real time. With the increasing prevalence of heart disease in the community, this system is expected to help monitor an individual's heart rate and provide notification to users if significant change occurs. And here are profile of partners. Putri Vanessa Salsabila, an undergraduate pharmacy student at the University of London, focuses on monitoring heart health with advanced technology. She is involved in educating the public about early detection and prevention of heart disease. Putri is also active in campus organizations that support the development of ethical and social. Here are the exploratory documentation with our clients with a format of photo. Literature review of algorithm use will be represented by Aditya Putra. My next representation is literature review of algorithm use will be represented by Mr. Hafiz Inianto.
Thank you, Mr. Valis. A literature review of algorithm use. Our team used two algorithms in our system. First, divide and conquer algorithm, and two, dynamic programming algorithm. So, divide and conquer algorithm divide heart rate data into small intervals to simplify analysis and analysis partner in each interval, such as calculating the average hour variation, and combines the result from each interval to identify the overall heart rate pattern and detects anomaly based on the combined patterns. And next, dynamic programming algorithm compares heart rate dates with normal patterns stored in the database and use a table to store intermediate results from previous analysis and avoid redundant calculation, ensuring faster data processing, and detects anomaly by comparing each data segment with the existing patterns. Thank you. Satu, dua, tiga, lanjut. And next, functional requirement. First, the system should be able to measure heart rate in real time, and users can view recorded heart rate history data. And next, non-functional needs. The system should be responsive and accessible from various devices, and the user interface should be easy to use and user-friendly. And last, the system should be operable with low power consumption hardware for long-term use. And here I will explain both role of member. First, I am Hafiz. I'm a team leader. Versus the entire project responsible for planning, coordinator with partner, and development of the heart rate monitoring system. And I did system development and implemented divide and conquer algorithm for heart rate, data processing, and dynamic programming to efficiently detect anomaly patterns. And Adnan Gading Widodo, hardware development, responsible for the selection and development of heart rate sensor hardware. Palingga, UI UX designer, designer user interface that, that are easy to use and attractive. And here workmanship, our timeline, week 1 And two, needs discussion with partner and initial research on algorithm and hardware. Week 3 and 4, understanding the algorithm we will use. Week 5 and 6, hardware testing and initial integration with the algorithm. Week 7 and 8, user interface design and development. Week 9, overall system testing and improvements based on evaluation result. And last week 10, preparation of the presentation of the project result. Stage 2. Thank you. That's for me.
Thank you so much for Mr. Ratis. Culture-defined and control algorithm will be explained by Mr. Aditya Gupta.
Okay, thank you to Mr. Palika. I will continue the presentation. The presentation flowchart, the divide and configure algorithm. First, start, then check this case. If yes, this will return the result. If it is no, divide problem into smaller problem and continue to resolve solve problem. Continue to combine result from solve problems and continue to return combined result. And the end, that the flowchart of divide and conquer. So this next is a flowchart dynamic programming algorithm. First, start to check if the problem is already compute memorized. If yes, is the return stored to result? If no, compute some problem and store result, and to continue use stored result to solve a larger problem. And the next is return final solution. And this the end of the flowchart dynamic programming algorithm. Next. Okay. This is user interface design. This is like artnet of BPM and is educate on the left side. Next. Okay. The next is user interface design mobile. This is the system and educate. Next. This is user interface design for this scope. The system and educate like before. Okay, that's it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Palinga. Programming language to use C++. Used for microcontroller programming is P32 that process heart rate sensor data and send it to system. Assist in the development of algorithms such as divide and conquer and dynamic programming, which are directly applied to hardware. HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. HTML create the basic structure of the interface for displaying heart rate data. C++ HTML create the basic structure of the user interface for displaying heart rate data. CSS provide the visual styling to make the user interface more attractive and easy to use. JavaScript manage interactivity in the user interface such as real-time heart rate data visualization using graphic or animation. Next. and supporting tools use. Number one, Arduino IDE. Use to write, upload, and test C++ code. Provides library compatible with the heart rate sensor. And supporting tools use. Number one, Arduino IDE. Use to write, upload, and test C++ code on a microcontroller ESP32. Provides library compatible with the heart rate sensor to simplify hardware integration. Number 2, ESP32. As the main microcontroller, it is responsible for reading data from sensor, processing the data use algorithm, and sending the data to other device via Wi-Fi. Number 3, heart rate sensor. Measure the user's heart rate cycle and send raw data to the controller for future processing. Number 4, USB cable. Used to connect the microcontroller to the computer when running and unplugging the program. And number 5, LCD OLED. Display heart rate data directly on the hardware. Allow users to view measure result with you the needs for personal device.
Thank you for Mr. Yuni. Next presentation will going to be presented by Mr. Hamzulianto.
Thank you, Mr. Paris Palingga. So we can see here from coding documentation for our system. The first in here, the process of calculating BPM in our system for calculate the hertz. And here we can see this is a hertz halt education from our UI, the last slide. Before slide. Next.
Alright,
Next,
so
and
now
here
our group
test
will
documentation
demonstrate
for
the
our
use of the
system.
device we have created. We can start the program by pressing the Start Calculating Heartbeat button, like this. Once the user hand is placed on the sensor of our device, we can see the heart rate display on the LCD OLED screen. And next, we can also view the display on the desktop as well as on the mobile interface. On this display, you can see the calculate heart rate that's stored by our system after the user place their fingers on our device. There is also information like frequency displays. After that, we can save the recorded data in a Microsoft Excel format, like this. We can save in Excel if we want to use for maybe in next day. And if need, we can clear the previously saved data once the process is complete. To end the heart rate calculating process, we can press the same button used to start it. Okay, as our project is titled Education, we have also include a page about heart health education. Here we can see in desktop and mobile, and we can see in this page about heart, tips for maintaining heart, and heart healthy foods. And we can access this website as long as you are connected to the same network, like that.
And here, analysis of test result from two algorithm, divide and conquer and dynamic programming. From point aspect, approach in divide and conquer breaks the problem into independent sub problems and solves them separately, and dynamic programming breaks the problem into overlapping sub problems and stores the result for research. Uh, from aspect sub problems, divide and conquer sub problems are independent of each other, and in dynamic programming, sub problems are dependent overlapping sub problems. And aspect processing technique, divide and conquer, purely recursive without storing intermediate result memorization. And in dynamic programming, use a table or memorization to avoid redundant calculation. And aspect efficiency, divide and conquer, recommend, reco, and in aspect efficiency, divide and conquer recomputes the same subproblems multiple times, leading to overhead. And in dynamic programming, more efficient by elimination redundant calculations. And aspect time complexity, divide and conquer, depend on the number of divisions and margin of problem. And in dynamic programming, generally lower due to storage result for quick access. And aspect example, in divide and conquer, make sort, quick sort, binary search. And in dynamic programming, Fibonacci sequence, knapsack problems, matrix change multiplication. And in aspect when to use, they divide and conquer use in suitable when subproblems are independent and can be solved in parallel. And in dynamic programming, ideal for problem with many overlapping subproblems.
Now in here we have program execution time comparison. Algorithm divide and conquer in PN or bits per minute, and execution time in seconds. We have 60 per 0.002 per second, 100 0.005 per second, 120 0.008 seconds, 140 0.010 per second. In dynamic programming in bits per minute, we have 60, and in execution time in seconds, we have 0.01 per second, 100 and 0.02 per second, 120 and 0.04 per second, 140 0.08 seconds. Stage 4. The obstacles and solution during the final project. So during the obstacles that projects, there are a few obstacles that we face. Firstly is difficulty in HPI integrations. The solution that we found is to contact the HPI provider for clarification and use HPI testing tools to ensure a smooth connection. Secondly, limited testing time. Solution that we found is to focus on core features and utilize the automated testing to improve time efficiency. And last but not least is the third one, in communication delays. The solution that we found is schedule regular meetings and use project management platforms for better coordination. And here we have a documentation system with a format of photos and videos. So the conclusion is, in this final project, we successfully developed a web-based management system application that meets the needs of users and partners. Despite some technical constraints and time limitations, we were able to complete this project with a couple of appropriate and effective solutions. System testing showed that the application functions in accordance with the predetermined specifications. This project also provided valuable experience in consulting, collaboration, and management as well and the development of technical skills such as programming and system testing. The reference that we found is from Somerville 1 in 2011, Software Engineering Ninth Edition, Boston Edison Graduate. Secondly, we found from Pressman 2014, Software Engineering a Practitioner Approach, third edition, New York, McGraw-Hill. And last but not least, we found from W3C in 2024, HTMLS specification retrieved from www.w3.org/tr/html5/. So that's all from our presentation, this group project. Hoping that all of you will understand about heart rate beats from the IoT and also using two algorithms. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.